There's a lack of integrity there when you are showing up and making promises to people, saying that you can help them make $5,000 online when you've never done that before yourself.
Welcome to the Wildly Free Podcast. I'm your host, Hannah Plord, business mentor, 3-time founder, and marketing nerd. On this podcast, you'll learn how to break free from the traditional job world and pave your own path so that you can go all in on life. Grab your favorite warm drink and pull up a chair as we talk all things marketing, growth, strategy, and the real and raw sides of entrepreneurship.
Hello. Okay, so this is for the woman who knows she's meant to lead. You've got the offers, you've got the heart, you're showing up consistently, but you're still not seeing the traction that you know is possible. Your content's good, right? You keep telling yourself, I'm doing everything right. I'm showing up, posting content daily, posting trending reels, posting a mixture of carousel posts, and I'm selling on my stories, but it's not moving people. It's not turning heads, and it's not getting people saying holy poop, I need to work with her. So I want to talk about why that's happening. Informal, we're on my porch, it's outside, we've got a nice little Polar Spring seltzer here. The bugs are bugging, they're out, so I'm gonna make this quick. So if you haven't seen yet, I posted on my feed a story about this woman who came to me a few months ago, and she applied to work with me one-on-one. It was a $7,000 offer. Now, I was at first excited about this. I was like, oh, yes, I have capacity to bring on more one-on-one clients. And there once was a time where I would accept anyone in my business because I was so excited just to be making money and doing what I love. But I was going back and forth with her in the DMs, and I was asking her qualifying questions. And one of the questions that I ask is really getting to the root of your story, right? Why did you start your business? What evidence do you have behind this business? And what's your vision for your business, right? She came to me, she said she was a money coach. She was a money coach helping stay-at-home moms build an online income so that they could stay home with their littles, they could maintain the house, but still make some extra income for family vacations and, just out-earn their husbands, out-earn their partners. But when I started going back and forth with her in the DMs, she asked me this question that really instantly made me put up my ooh, red flag alert. She asked me, how do I sell something if I don't have any results yet? Now, before you all come for me, don't get me wrong, I work with people all the time who are building momentum for their business. I have helped so many incredible clients sign their very first client, and it's such a privilege and it's so exciting because oftentimes that first client is the hardest client to actually sign. So I've had the privilege of helping so many amazing clients sign their first ever clients, and it's been such a privilege. But these people come to me and they have experience in some way, whether that's from their previous job where they were doing admin stuff, and now they're working in corporate, and they have this experience with leadership and leading people and leading teams and whatever their niche is. Or even if they don't have professional experience, I have had people come to me who are mindset coaches and are yoga coaches, and the reason why they are showing up and they started their business is because they overcame significant trauma themselves. They've overcome addictions and insecurities and stuff, and now they have a passion of helping other people do that too. So when this person came to me and they said, how do I sell something if I don't have any results yet? I was like, okay, tell me more. I was like, well, what made you start your business? Right? And she said, well, I started my business because I want to make more money from anywhere. And I was like, okay, well, what experience do you have helping women or helping people make more money online? And she was like, none. And so I can't help you, right? Like, you have to be able, like, there's a lack of integrity there when you are showing up and making promises to people, saying that you can help them make $5,000 online when you've never done that before yourself, right? So, like, there's no shame in not having results, but if your story isn't rooted in something real, something that's bigger than just the income potential that you can make, then how are you supposed to move people with your content, right? No amount of educational posts, no amount of trending reels, no amount of luxury marketing is going to fix a story that isn't rooted in truth. So I turned her away, and I kindly told her that she wasn't ready for my private coaching. I offered her instead to join my main character messaging course, which was more geared towards beginners at that time. And I gave her some like action steps that she can work on. I said, like, first go get some experience actually helping people with your niche, maybe reconsider your niche altogether, focus on something that you have experience with. But here's the truth, right? Like, why am I telling I'm not just telling this story because I want to talk crap about this client. I'm telling this story because your story, not your niche, not your Canva graphics, not your expensive brand photo shoot that you did, not your follower count, your story is what will make you rich. Your story. And the truth is, this person that inquired about my one-on-one isn't an anomaly. She is not just one person who's trying to make promise and sell this promise to people online, right? She's not the only one. There are people right now who are making 5-figure months off pure marketing. They've got no methods. You join their offers and they're a complete chaos. They're a complete mess. There's no depth to them. And they have no idea how to actually lead the people that they're selling to. And yet they're still signing clients. Why? Because they are really good at selling the story of luxury, of marketing, of this rich bitch lifestyle, right? But that's not who you are. You actually care about your clients. You actually have a process. You know exactly what you need to be doing to get people results. And you have gotten people results, right? Like, you've worked with clients, you've gotten results by yourself. Even if you haven't worked with clients and you have had personal victories going through what you are preaching online, you're a walking embodiment of what you do, then I know that you are here for way more than just the money. You're here for impact. But the sucky thing is, the people that I see that are here for impact and that truly care, they get stuck and left behind because they are all up in their good girl marketing. They want to please everyone. They don't want to insult anyone. They don't want to turn anyone away. And they're taking action. Don't get me wrong. Like, you are showing up, you are posting. You're posting trending reels. You're posting 3 tips. You're posting educational content that has like this really insane structure of like, first we do this, then we do this, then we do this. But all of your content is just watered down good girl content that doesn't even scratch the surface of what you're really capable of. And I say that with love because I see you. That's literally where I was too. I've never had a problem showing up and taking action, but when I was really struggling in my business about 3 years ago, I was struggling because I was posting content that just checked the box of I posted content today. I posted content that I knew was going to get me visible, so I went check, done. I posted content that I knew would be educational to my people. It would show them that the problem that they have, it would show them what they need to fix, and I'd check it off. But the problem was that my content was not positioning me as the best option in my industry. And when I went off grid for the first time, this is going to be my 3rd summer off grid, I I was forced to stop scrolling. I was forced to stop comparing myself. All I had time to focus on was my clients, myself, and getting them results. So when I stripped everything back, that is when I really started to take off. I started to get the inquiries. I started getting complete strangers joining my email list, joining my programs. Like literally the other day, I was in New York City celebrating a friend's birthday, and I didn't post for 4 days. I was posting on stories just like glimpses of what I was doing in the city, going to a Mets game, going out to eat at this beer garden, going on the subway. I was posting some glimpses of that on my stories, but I didn't post to my feed for 4 days. And yet I still had somebody, a complete stranger, she did not follow me. She did not even ask me for the link. Join my free workshop that I have. She didn't like my post. She didn't DM me. She figured out how to find the link for herself, but she doesn't even follow me. I had to go afterwards and be like, oh my gosh, hi, welcome. Like, how'd you find me? I'm so excited that you're here. What'd you think about the workshop, right? And this is not a coincidence for me. It's something that happens quite frequently. And it's because of the way that I show up with my content and the way that I lead with my story. Right? So like you are doing the work of showing up, posting consistently, selling your offer, adding CTAs at the end of your content. And you've kept going even when you've had no sales days. You've kept going even when it's been a ghost town engagement. You've kept going even when your launch flopped, and you're starting over and over and over again because deep down you know that this work is bigger than you. So why are you playing small? Why are you still posting safe, polished content? The kind that gets saved, it gets maybe likes, but it doesn't actually sell for you. Why are you trying to prove yourself in your content instead of actually leading? Why are you still trying to prove yourself in your content instead of actually leading, and instead of actually posting with the intention of getting people moving, getting people activated, getting people to feel like they feel so incredibly seen by you that they have to be in your world? Doesn't matter if they join your $7,000 offer or your $22 offer or your free offer, right? They just have to be in your world. So let me tell you something. When you actually use stories strategically, when you use your content to make people feel something, when your people start to see themselves in your experience, they're not going to ask for a discount. They ask where the link is. Or in the example I shared over the weekend, they don't even ask where the link is. They just go find it and sign up themselves. Like, that is huge. That is what we all want our content to do. But we keep telling ourselves, well, once I have more followers, that will happen. Once I go viral, that will happen. Once I have more recognition, more client experience, that will happen. But none of that is true. That happens when you start using storytelling strategically, not just sneak peeks of what's going on in your life, because that's boring the F out of you. So it's going to bore your followers, but using storytelling to actually sell for you. There's a difference. There is a difference. And that is what we do inside Master of Story, which is the VIP tier of my Story Selling Accelerator program. We are getting to the 1% of you that is like different, that no one else can do. Your story, your unique experiences, the way you lead your clients, like your passions, your hobbies, like the things that you love, like your personality. When I have conversations with clients, they'll talk about things they do, and then they'll talk about this exciting thing in their life, and their voice gets all different and they're all more animated. That is what we're trying to find inside Master of Story, and we're turning the dial up on that part of you, because this isn't about creating better content. This is about turning you into that girl, people, or that person people look to as a leader in your space. They're creeping. They're searching your name every single day. They're copying your content. They're like maybe not even engaging in any of your posts, but they've seen every single one of them, and they've watched every single live stream that you've done, every replay, your podcast, like they've seen every single thing that you've put out there. And you might not even know that they're following you because they're total creeps. But that's our goal, is to build those connections with people, spark conversations with people. So the Storytelling Accelerator is like my main space for people to join. That's where most of my clients are inside. If that is tickling your interest, go send me a DM. If you're like, I need a little bit more Hannah time, I want a little bit more time to really experience what you do, I have a free challenge that's happening June 2nd to June 6th called the Conversation Challenge. Everyone talks about sales. Everyone talks about post consistently. Everyone talks about you should have content like this and these content pillars, really rigid, but no one's really talking about content that's going to build conversations, connections, the things that are going to make people stop scrolling, comment, are you listening in on my conversations? That's what we're doing June 2nd to June 6th. It's inside a private Telegram group. And every single day for 5 days, I'm going to be dropping in an audio training for you to listen, tap into, learn something of value. It's going to be very similar to this by itself could have been a masterclass. And I'm also going to be giving you an action step.